11. Friends don't lie.
Stop it! You're freaking her out!
She's freaking me out! The upside down.
Do you understand what he's talking about?
No. I found the chocolate pudding!
Oh God, please tell me it's not the kid.
I need you to hide!
Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Holy shit.
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Stranger Things. It's the first episode of season 2, chapter 1, MADMAX.
Yeah.
We're back, baby.
Season dose, my guys.
It's been a long wait between seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's been about an hour.
I know, give or take.
Remember the last time we covered season 1 of Stranger Things? We were like leading up to the debut of season 2. So we covered season 1. They're like, oh, I can't wait for like the premiere of season 2 in a couple days.
Oh, it's so exciting.
We were so spoiled.
So long ago.
I know.
That was October 27th, 2017 that season 2 came out. So it was a couple days before Andy's birthday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably, I guess, started the show in October of 2017. I guess we probably said that before, but.
Well, September, I think, was when we first started releasing episodes. Tilda 1 of Streaming Things was in September.
Tilda Swinton. Good times, man. Yeah, I don't remember any trailers or anything, but I guess we're getting more into overall thoughts and I don't want to go too far into that. But yeah, this was, it was fun for me. Some other very important characters start to show up. It starts to take on a different direction and a new life closer to where it currently is today. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, that first season is kind of isolated and relatively simple, which you would expect, but it's kind of its own thing. And then I think 2, 3, and 4, it's kind of
expands on everything.
It's kind of like this Katamari Damacy ball, you know, and it starts to get really big here in season 2.
Sick Katamari reference. Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Fuck yeah.
Roll that
Katamari
ball around, pick up things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
PS2. They
just
got a
rolling
new
the
one
ball
coming
around. It's like Sadie Sink. My Hawk. You know, woo.
Daycare Montgomery.
Keith from the arcade.
Oh yeah, Keith. That guy's got a big career of showing up for 2 minutes and things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then randomly on podcasts now.
Oh, is it really?
That's fire. Hit him up.
We could. I'm sure we could pull Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
That sounds offensive. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I don't know how to cover from this.
Who the fuck is he?
There's no other way to take it other than the way I clearly meant it. Fuck.
But he will only show up on the podcast for 2 minutes and then leave.
I'm just saying, if we got Deech and Lockman, we got Keith. Mm-hmm. That's all it meant. Mm-hmm. Keith understands.
Yeah. Keith knows.
Okay, we're going to talk about our overall thoughts on each episode. Each week, we'll go through a scene-by-scene, play-by-play recap of exactly what happened. This is a rewatch. It's designed for people that have seen all 4 seasons of Stranger Things before at least once. So we're not going to spoil major things intentionally, but we're not going to be too precious about it. Just fair warning there. If you're on your first watch through Stranger Things, this probably isn't the pod for you. You could watch the first time we covered the show instead, or at least listen to it. We didn't do video back then. So yeah, we got all kinds of fun segments coming up after the scene by scene. We'll do the chocolate pudding, our top 3 favorite moments of the episode, our Easter Eggos, any kind of references to 80s things like that to glean out. And then we'll go to our 11 out of 10, our favorite performance of the episode. Then we'll step into the Nina and we'll revisit our OG 2017 coverage.
For good or for ill?
Lately, it's been for ill. For your boy. We've also got a fun MadLib to help bookend this episode. And let's do that now. Give it to me, Steve.
The MadLib. Yeah, it's your turn to run the MadLibs this episode. And I gave you the Stranger Things one again.
You did, and it's a very appropriately titled story as well. Are you guys ready? Who wants to go? Steve, will let you go first.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to just be the dictator here and decide you're going first.
Oh, it's not democracy anymore?
Not anymore. Oh, kids running things. I need a plural noun, Steve.
Garters.
Like garter belt?
Yeah.
Person in the room, Andy?
Lindsay Lohan.
Okay, she's kind of in the room.
Yeah, there's a candle of her from Mean Girls in the background.
Don't ask. Celebrity, Steve.
Keith. No. Let's go with Michael J. Fox.
Andy, I need an adjective.
Indecisive.
A number, Steve.
A number 11.
Andy, I need another adjective.
Stanky with an A.
Steve, a noun.
Drill.
A place, Andy.
Hell.
Steve, an adjective.
Grotesque.
Andy, a noun.
Paddle.
Steve, an animal.
Platypus.
Adjective, Andy. Again.
Sleepy.
Article of clothing, plural.
Man, I should have saved garters.
I know.
Damn it.
We're right dancing all around the perfect things here.
Capris.
And vehicle, Andy.
Scooter.
Scooter.
Barely know.
Noun, Steve.
I'd go with a ball gag.
Andy, I need a verb ending in ing.
Slurping.
Do you ever read these as they're writing the words in and giggle?
Yeah, all the time.
I need a color, Steve.
Colonial puce.
I need an adjective, Andy.
Horny.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Horny?
Horny.
Okay. I want to make sure you didn't say corny and make me the weirdo. There's your pen.
Oh.
We now have all the words we need to tell this story. Stay tuned to the end of the episode. You will find out what Steve and Andy have wrought. In this story titled, appropriately, MADMAX.
Hey.
Okay, so we've seen the first episode of season 2. We are now well and truly cooking. Andy, what was the vibe on this season 2, episode 1 revisit? Your second revisit in the past month, I believe.
Yeah. Just went through all the episodes recently. So I think that this episode does a really, really good job of expanding what Hawkins is to us. It makes it feel like a more lived in place. We get a lot of new characters. We get Keith, obviously, like that's super fucking important.
I mean, who can forget Keith?
But we get Max, we get Billy, we get Bob, we get Murray, we get like tons of people. We also get like more montage shots of the town, and it makes it feel like a real place. Previously, everything was by Will's house. We didn't know there was an arcade. We didn't know that there was a strip mall. We knew about the store, but we didn't see the strip mall. We knew there was a movie theater. Right. But we also get like the pumpkin fields and stuff. Like it feels more real. I think that it's incredible how they throughout this series kind of change the setting a little bit. Now this one sticks pretty close to home. We were mid-November or early November last season, and we are like a week before that this time, which is to say it's Andy's Christmas. We are Halloween time, and this is incredible. And I love that we're starting out with all of these spooky decorations and stuff. It's my favorite time of year. So I love that they're doing that in this episode or this season. I also love that the boys are growing up a little bit, and we get to see like they're kind of obsessing and getting competitive over girls who obviously they're not introducing themselves to because they're boys and they're scared, but they're like, oh my God, who's that? Oh, she's pretty cool. She's got a skateboard. And it's just
a girl who plays video games. Whoa.
And little Will, he's like, girls don't play video games. But yeah, no, I think that this it's a really, really good way to expand our world, show how these boys have grown a little bit. We kind of introduce one of my least favorite things of this season. While it makes sense for Mike to grow up and be kind of like a sullen, like moody teenager-ish type kid, it's an arc that lasts for the entire season. And
this is ground zero for Mike Wheeler being a miserable fuck.
It gets a little grating, but it makes sense. The growth that they've established for all these people makes sense. We could see Joyce like moving on a little bit with her life, and she's dating somebody, maybe a safe choice, but a good choice nonetheless. This is what Ted would have been like when he was younger.
This is what you wish Ted was.
This is how you think of Ted, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
This is Bob.
Bob Newby is way more of a man than Ted Wheeler will ever be.
I'm with you.
Yeah, thank
Steve.
you. Yeah.
There's nothing else to be said there.
Cosign.
Period. Period.
We'll see who's laughing.
We will. Steve, when he's written out of the show completely. Steve, what are your thoughts on this episode?
I think this is a really great start to an episode. Like, obviously, it doesn't have the emotional weight or impact of the season finale because it's not a season finale. We're setting up the world. We're expanding on it. We're making it bigger. But I love what they've set up. Not only are the vibes there with it being Halloween, what a perfect setting for Stranger Things around Halloween. That's so chef's kiss. Of course, we all want that. But also, I love that they're setting up. Hey, we didn't get to spend a lot of time with Will last season. So right out of the gate, they're like, this season is very much going to be heavily centered on Will. We're going to find out a little bit about who this little boy is and deal with the trauma that he is going through. And that's an interesting leap forward. And I love how that leads into another addition to the show that you didn't mention, Andy, Paul Reiser's character, Dr. Owens.
Oh, yeah.
And I love seemingly the subversion of expectations as to Dr. Owens' character. Is it a subversion though? We'll have to find out. But I love how gone is Dr. Brenner, in is Dr. Owens, this nice guy who really has the vibe of, hey, sport, how you doing? Welcome to your checkup, your monthly checkup at your doctor's office. What kind of candy you into?
Desert Island, favorite candy.
Yeah, like he's got the a good bedside manner down to a T. Like I want him to be my doctor if I was a kid. Like that's the kind of doctor you want. But he's working at the Hawkins lab. Can you trust them? What are they doing down there? And I really love the metaphor. The visual metaphor that's happening in the beginning of the season where, Andy, you talked about we get to see more of the town. It seems like Hawkins is returning back to normal. But if you bury this horrible, horrible secret that's going to pollute the world in ways unseen, and we're seeing that happen. Like they've buried the secret, like Hopper has helped them, Joyce has helped them all bury the secret of what Hawkins Lab is doing, but it's poisoning the town, literally. Like all the pumpkins are going dead, all of this stuff. And I like that kind of metaphor. Like you have to be open about this. If they had just talked to people like, this is a problem, maybe this wouldn't be the case. Because lies and secrets spoil all.
What is in the dark will come to the light.
Mary Bauman is here to shed light on these matters.
Yeah, I think this season, it's so fun because you got to put it in context of like October 2017, right? This show, made by a couple of nobodies who worked on an M. Night Shyamalan thing, is now one of the biggest things ever. It's extremely popular. They're coming back for season 2, right? Bigger budget, bigger expectations. Everybody's excited, but they've had less time to work on it.
Yeah, 1 year turnaround.
Exactly. They cranked it right back out, whereas they worked on like the season 1 for like a decade, right? And so you can see both of those things, I think, operating immediately. You know, they lived in this world. They got the writer's room and stuff. They got all the support from Netflix. They got the budget. There are so many fucking needle drops in this first episode. I can't wait till we get to Easter Eggos because I have a ton and I didn't even write down any of the music because I'm tired of embarrassing myself. And so I would have 10 more because like in the first 15 minutes, there's like 6 songs.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Is this the beginning? Because I know a lot of people levy this criticism that after season 1, Stranger Things sort of becomes a parody of itself in terms of how often it's pulling from the 80s well. And I think it kind of starts with this episode because they really are like leaning hard into the commercialization of the references. Like look at the song, look at the products, look at all the stuff in the background. It feels a little less organic. At least that's some of the criticism that people are levying. I don't necessarily feel that because I love that about the show, but I think this is where that kind of starts.
I think that is true. And also I don't feel that way or care. Like,
yeah,
of course that's going to happen because of the thing I said earlier. Like they've got less time. They're just like, okay, well, let's do the thing, but better, or let's do the thing, but different. And so that's just them actively trying to do the thing rather, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't mean John Carpenter's, but also I do in a weird way. Yeah, there's so many references, but also so many songs. But now they've got the budget. Like maybe they wanted to use all kinds of songs before and they couldn't afford to. And now they're like, get them all.
They can only afford their, what was it, production designers.
Look, we can get as many Tangerine Dream songs as we want.
Yeah.
Everything else, we got to pick and choose.
We own Moby now.
We bought him.
Yeah, we bought Moby.
Moby, come here.
Bring it. Get him out here.
We have the Jefferson airplane. It's parked outside. We're working on the Starship. Yeah, I don't remember, but I think this is like the worst season. Is that what we used to say?
I think most people point to this as the worst season.
This is my least favorite for sure. A lot of people dislike 3 the most, and
that's kind of craziness.
It's my favorite. So yeah, I can't believe those people.
But I see this as kind of like almost a Game of Thrones situation where I still really do enjoy this season. I think this season's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There just, I think, is the most obvious points of criticism is in this season as well.
It has the one not good episode of the entire series in my book.
And I still argue that episode isn't even a bad episode. It's just unfortunately placed in the lineup of episodes. Yeah. Like if it was not in between those 2 episodes, people would react to it much more fondly, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out when we get there.
That's
I know
true.
that that's a controversial episode. I've been excited to kind of revisit it. I know that the cold open's a little silly, and I can imagine the whole episode just doesn't work that well. But I really do like this season. I think it is my least favorite, and we'll see when we get through it, but also like the least favorite. It's like your least favorite ice cream flavor, you know? It's like, oh, okay. Pistachio still rocks. I'm just going to put it at 4. That might be controversial. I know people love pistachio ice cream. I don't know. We'll find out. I haven't rewatched this season in a long time, so I'm really excited to do this. Those are our overall thoughts. Let's get into the play-by-play. But first, a quick word from one of our sponsors. And we're back, and Netflix describes Chapter 1 MADMAX thusly. As the town preps for Halloween, a high-scoring rival shakes things up at the arcade, and a skeptical Hopper inspects a field of rotting pumpkins.
I don't know. These pumpkins look fine to me. Pretty skeptical about this rotting label you put on them.
And this episode opens in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
What?
October 28th, 1984. And we get this like Scooby-Doo van of burglars. There's a police chase.
Jinkies, the cops.
The lady in the passenger seat's name is Callie. That's all we know, I think, as far as names. The guy in the back looks like Matt Smith from that new movie Caught Stealing.
Yeah, there's someone named Mick.
Boy, Giza.
Oh, geez.
It's from the trailer.
Yeah,
of
yeah, I got you.
Stealing.
I got you. I just had to call
You guys just left that hanging.
I had to pivot to you. And there's this cool bit. This is huge info. And it's so funny watching it now. Because I have predicted the return of Callie every year since.
We all have,
And
yeah.
now it's 2025. Never seen that chick again. That's kind of crazy. Maybe all she was supposed to do was introduce the idea that there were other people like 11. Of course there are. She's 11. You know, there's at least 10.
9 was a dog. That cat was 10.
He's in the Guardians of the Galaxy now.
Gosmo. He's not a good dog.
And her power seems to be she can cause people to hallucinate very vividly. She lets that lead cop think that the tunnel's going to collapse on him.
That dude's life is ruined.
Oh, I know they're going to make fun of him at least forever, but he might also just like straight up lose his job.
He's going to get fired.
He's
and then
never going to be allowed to drive that again.
No,
for
he's
sure.
going to be drunk in a bar somewhere like, I sort of swore that bridge broke down. No one will believe me.
No one. What is he like in an anime now? No one believes me.
No one believes me. Oh,
I'm just like my father.
it's a good day for rain.
And yeah, we see the tattoo on Kali's wrist. 8 right after her nose
8.
bleeds. Holy shit! Huge news. Hope it gets followed through with.
I was.
Do you think it's like
wait to
pushback
see.
from the Lost Sister episode that we never seen her, or it's just it was
it's
always just
100%
Yes.
pushback because of that? Because so many people are like, man, I love Stranger Things, but that Callie episode sucks.
really?
Yeah, people despise that episode.
But 11 gets to dress so cool.
She does look really cool.
bitching.
Little Neo cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% because of the pushback of that episode is why Callie has not returned yet. I still think the Duffers should bring her back, and they're cowards if they don't.
You ain't got a man in your family, Duffers, if you don't do that. It's Halloween season in Hawkins, as Andy talked about. We get to hear...
Ooh, real quick, big moment for the show during the title sequence. This is the first episode in the show's history where Noah Schnapp and Joe Keery are listed as part of the main cast.
Really?
In the titles, yeah. All the first season, they weren't listed in the main cast. They were like also with after the main title sequence would play. But now they've also added Sadie Sink, Dacre Montgomery, Sean Astin, and Paul Reiser to the main cast in the opening credits as well.
Big names.
Big names.
Yeah, the police chase that we just saw is on the news. Dustin's mom is watching the news, and you can hear it being talked about. In Pittsburgh, police.
Scooby-Doo robbery.
Hey, cab. Dustin's running around the house looking for quarters. And
Son of a bitch.
this is the first time we get to see Dustin's mom. She's
Yeah.
fucking great.
Love her.
And I love their relationship. You know, she kind of mocks him a little bit.
Dusty.
I still think it's so funny that their cat's name is Muse.
Why?
Love it. I don't know. I just think it's such a cute cat name, but specifically for something later I don't want to say yet.
Fuck.
Motherfuck.
Mother.
Not Jason Mewes. That's where Andy's head went. Dustin got 4 quarters. He's reporting to Lucas. Lucas has 20 because he mowed Old Man Humphrey's lawn.
Like a man.
After doing real work like a man.
Old Man Humphrey's got that kind of cash. It's $5.
I mean, and what is that with inflation? Like, that was $5 in the 80s, you know?
Probably like
9.
25.
Got that kind of cash. But you think about it too, like, I didn't obviously go to an arcade in 1984. I wasn't even born until 88. So the first time I went to an arcade was in the late 90s. Most of those machines were running on
50
tokens.
cents, yeah.
And you would like put $10 into the machine as you entered and get the tokens. And that would pretty much get you a couple hours there or something.
A couple hours of DDR.
But
that was our thing.
What I'm trying to say is a quarter probably plays every machine once.
Yeah.
So Dustin was only
Typically.
going to be able to play like 4 rounds.
Yeah, but
Well,
if you're really
they're also
good,
playing Dragon's Lair, which Dragon's Lair
Extra
was
expensive.
also 50 cents per game. It was
That was just to see that the TNA on that lady.
Princess Daphne.
Princess Daphne was inappropriately dressed. I saw cheeks.
amazing.
I was like, I kind of want to play that game. That's how bad it is.
Oh, Dragon's Lair is dope.
You're a fan?
Oh, yeah. I've never actually played it, but I've watched some because I don't know where to play it now.
It
But-
says it was a Laserdisc game.
Yeah, so it was that was what made it different was it actually ran on a laser disc, and that's how they were able to have the fidelity of this like animation. And the animation was done by a former Disney animator named Don Bluth, who helped animate The Secret of Nim, Land Before Time,
Oh,
An
cool.
American Tale. So like that's a pedigree to it. And infamously, it was one of the most expensive arcade games to play at the time, which is why Dustin at one point was like, overpriced piece of shit.
Because it's
When he-
50 cents instead of 25?
Yeah.
Now, dude, there's so many.
It's currently playable on PlayStation if you guys want.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, like on PS Plus, you can just get that shit?
Download it.
Really?
Dude, I might
Daphne,
do
here I come.
Give me them cheeks.
I also liked a little bit. So when they're talking about the quarters, though, Dustin tries to reach out to Mike to see what his stash is looking like. He's like, "Why are you on this channel?" And it's such a cool, subtle way to throw out there the fact that Mike's seeking 11 on a separate channel often enough that Dustin finds him on there, and he's just like a little confused about it.
Oh, he's crying into channel 12. Hold on.
How many channels are there to like, I don't know how radios work. So is he just like 1? Dustin or Mike?
No, there's like
2.
decimals. I
Mike?
think there's so many.
Well, on those type of radios,
Maybe
I
they
think
just
there
have
might
like
be
a
limited
handful
amount.
of channels that are like their go-tos or something.
There are 40 CB Citizens Band radio channels available.
Dang.
Numbered from 1 to 40. And you
I
want to
bet
know what
he
the
was on
frequency range is?
11.
It's 26.965 to 27.405 megahertz. So each channel's 10 kilohertz wide.
I knew that.
I just recalled all that from my memory.
When I was still a producer, we were going to go into like a sports stadium where like a college football game was playing, and we were going to like mic up somebody in the crowd and kind of interview them while they were walking around. And it was mainly for B-roll purposes while the game's playing. But that was such a headache to produce because the audio guy had to submit their actual radio frequencies for their wireless lav so that wireless frequency didn't interrupt any of the production of the football game's wireless frequencies. And it was like a real big headache to be like, no, you can't use that band. We're on that band.
Oh, you just get into the defensive coordinator calling plays and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Because there's so many frequencies going on in just that one little space. It's like a headache to manage.
Interesting.
And he's going deep. And the guy's like, how'd you chuck it football?
Okay, check it football.
Is it Zach and Mary? Yeah. What a deep cut. But Mike's like, oh shit, I didn't even get any quarters. I've just been crying in the fort on channel 12. And so he goes up to Nancy's room, looks at one of her like negligees first.
That's not funny.
Gets her piggy bank and steals all her quarters. She has hella quarters in there.
She does.
And that's more than even old man Humphrey paid Lucas.
Right?
She's been saving.
And so she catches him and he's like, I'll pay you back. And he just runs. And
I'm going to beat your ass.
they chase each other through the house. And Mike goes at the front door. Ted's like, no running in the house. What? My children will be fine, I'm sure.
Did you steal from your sister?
Mike takes off and she's like, asshole. And this is like such like a good like reintroduction because this is made for people that have been waiting a year. They're excited. And I think it like delivers on that really well as we visit each character. But they all ride down to the arcade. Whip it good.
Yeah.
But Will,
Rock that whip.
Will gets dropped off because Joyce is kind of very overprotective now, understandably so. So he doesn't get to ride his bike. And my next note is that Dragon Slayer lady is wild. But Dustin's not nimble enough to beat the game.
Lucas apparently has the high score on that game because he's like, Princess Daphne is still mine.
But Dustin thinks he still tops on Centipede and Dig Dug. Keith informs him not the case. They go to check. MADMAX is at the top now.
Beat him by 100,000 points.
Yeah.
I don't
Wipe the
even
floor
remember
with him.
how Dig Dug works. Can either of you enlighten me?
Oh man, it has been way too long. I kind of forget.
Do you know, is it like
It's like a singular map, and you're like going down. You literally are digging down and like gathering gems or
But
something.
how do you win
in
or
the
lose?
dirt.
Like, is it
It's like a Pac-Man type of
situation?
thing.
That's what I thought. Pac-Man situation.
No, I
dig and then you dug.
pulling out of my ass because I haven't played Dig Dug since I was a kid. But that's what I
Can
remember.
you dig it?
And actually, it's actually an anachronism that her name at the end in the leaderboard is MADMAX because Dig Dug you can only have 3 letters.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
And not
my God.
6.
It would just be Max. That would have been perfect.
Like, who the fuck is Max?
Yeah, that would have been great. But then we wouldn't have got that Eggo.
I know, right?
Keith's just standing there eating his fucking cheese puffs.
Dude, this guy has so much cheese dust all over his like fingers and mouth. It's disgusting.
And he thinks-
remember my story about Lurch at the movie theater? That's like, oh, I don't know how long it takes to cook a hot dog, bro. Remember that guy?
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
That dude looked exactly like Keith.
For sure.
It might have been him.
Same vibe. And he wants a date with Nancy. He won't spill the beans about MADMAX unless he gets a date with Nancy, which is not in Mike's power to give. I think we talked at length about this
I just
last
love how
time.
Luke is like, come on, Mike, do it for the good of the team.
I'm not
He's like,
prostituting my sister.
it's for a good cause.
She's, first off, has a boyfriend. She's going steady.
Yeah.
Over a year with this one guy. And also, that's just not how it works. What's he
Nancy, we
gonna
got
do?
some info from this guy, and now you have to go on a date with him.
Yeah.
Second base minimum.
Sorry, that was the deal.
I'll pay your quarters back tomorrow. Yeah, that's not going to go well. And Will just takes the journey back to the Upside Down during this argument with Keith. He kind of walks outside. He sees all kinds of crazy upside downy, stormy stuff. Uh-oh.
And the
It's
upside down
creepy.
looks extra spooky because we've only seen the upside down like dark and blue. And now there's like a storm of red in the
Lightning's
clouds.
not supposed to be red. What's going on now?
Right?
Yeah, Mike comes out to check on him. And he's like, yeah, I just needed some air. I wasn't hallucinating at all. The next day, we see the paperboy dropping papers off. And on the front page is Meryl's prize-winning pumpkin patch. That's front page news. That'll come back here shortly. We are introduced at the police station to Murray Bauman, who wants to talk to Chief Hopper. He believes there is a
Get away from me.
It's the new Coffee and Contemplation.
Yeah. He believes there is a Russian spy presence in Hawkins, Indiana, and he has all kinds of theories about what happened to Barbara Holland, and he's not super far off on some of it, right? And of course, Hopper knows that, so he's like, talk to me privately in my office. He's trying to cover all that up. He's part of the cover up there. It's part of the agreement. But he talked to a Big Buy ex-employee. This is something I don't recall ever noticing. I'm sure I fucking did. Who cares? This is me now. Stay in the present, guys. Sorry, Steve. But that's obviously the guy that 11 stole the Eggos from and crashed the door in his face and stuff. But
Yeah.
he doesn't work there anymore. Do you think he quit from that or got fired?
He probably quit because he's like, this is just not.
I want a
worth
side
it.
story about this guy's like
Robert?
his drug habit now and how that day ruined his life. And he's like a villain who swears vengeance upon 11. And he shows up in season 5 and actually takes her out.
He like slams a glass door over her, like, oh, vengeance.
Sure. I was thinking a gun, but that works too. But also he talked to a coworker of Ted Wheeler who says he had a bald girl in his house, in his basement, right? He has all kinds of inside info.
I love that little bit that it was a Ted's coworker. Ted has also denied this after I followed up because Ted's in on the cover up.
That's right. But also Ted legitimately doesn't know what's going on.
Did you call out Flo in this scene?
No.
It's blink and you'll miss it thing, but Hop grabs a donut and she takes that out of his hand and gives him an apple. I thought that was
She's
really
always trying to take care of him.
Yeah.
But then he takes one bite and throws it away when he's talking to Murray.
He's sitting in the office.
That's
with
because
the
it's
apple.
Granny Smith.
Yeah.
And it's not
Whack.
like, that's a candy apple, you know? That's for partying, not for health. Those are too sweet and sour. Just my 2 cents. I also love that you said, did we say that?
Yeah, I stopped listening.
Stop listening.
You had to start to stop, my friend. But yeah, he gets cut off by, I think it's Flo. I don't think it's Meryl himself.
Yeah, it's a pre-planned way for Hopper to get out of this conversation. It's kind of like if you go on a blind date with someone, you hook it up with a friend ahead of time, like, hey, text me like an hour into the date and I'll let you know if it's going well or not. And you can call me with a fake emergency that I have to leave.
That sounds like something cowards do.
Hey.
Yeah, you ride that thing into the ground, man.
Not the date.
Yeah.
Right, you do.
No,
but.
you do. Like, hey, fuck it. I'm riding this train to hell and I'm waving.
I speak from lack of experience. I've never even really been on a date, much less a blind date. But
Well, I know a lot of women in my life have had that plan in place. And I
thought you
for
were
women
implying
specifically,
that
that's what
you
you do.
did that. That's why I was making fun of you specifically.
that would
Every girl that Steve's ever going to date with has had a family emergency. One's dog died. Other's grandma.
What are the odds?
Your dog died too.
Of course, that would make sense for women to have a get out safe plan.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make fun of you because I thought you were implying that you did that.
No, I was going to say that would imply that I went on dates.
Hopper finds out that Meryl, the pumpkin patch guy, wants him to come out and check his pumpkins. He thinks he has a vengeful neighbor, Eugene, sabotaging him. Murray's upset. Hey, you give me 5 minutes. He's like, we're done here, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, Hopper wants to dismiss him because he is kind of in the ballpark of stuff he's not allowed to know.
But also, I think there's a little bit where, yes, Hopper is covering up for the lab, but what gets his attention is he's talking about 11. And as we find out at the end of the episode, he's actually harboring 11
trying to protect
from
11.
everyone.
Harboring 11.
Yeah, you see what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't get it.
Dave Harper.
Oh, David Harbour. Sorry.
And that's what, because he could just hand wave like, no, whatever, you're done. But when he brings up 11, he's like, oh no, now I got to take care of this guy because I actually care about 11.
That's very good point. Very good point. And also, as you alluded to earlier, this is where Hopper's like accuses him of kind of extorting innocent people, which we later find out are Barb's parents.
And well, his operating theory is that Barb was kidnapped by Russian spies.
Correct.
Yeah.
But again, to my point, Murray looks legitimately offended by that.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like he's not for sure a smarmy guy who's like, wow.
And as we find out much later, Russian spies and Hawkins isn't that far off.
No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. We cut to Nancy and Steve outside of high school. She's reading Steve's like college entrance essay, I think, in the car. And it's not good. And she's trying her best to be nice about it. I just don't see how your basketball game and your grandfather fighting in the war are related. Well, we both won. It's so funny.
It's so funny. Even the bit where she's like, it says the basketball game against Northern was a metaphor for your life, which is great. The way she says that is so funny.
Yeah, they teach us that in creative writing class. You got to sandwich your criticism with good things. So I like this. We can work on that, but I like this.
She's doing a good job of letting him know the whole thing's trash. He ends up just scrapping it and saying, I'm just going to end up working for my dad anyway, because he's annoyed. We got the dinner tonight, which turns out to be the dinner with the Hollands. I'm going to be working for my dad anyway. It's got good adult stuff, and then I can stay in town for your senior year. Does Nancy look super hyped about that?
Oh, he's a little needy.
Well, I think it's also what her and Jonathan talked about last episode or last season with her parents
absolutely
settling down in the suburban home, and Steve seems to be like, is that so bad? I love you. And she's like, I don't know if I want that.
First off, love? Whoa.
I mean, it's been a year, sir. Slow down.
When you're in high school,
they've already kissed.
You say that word in like 2 weeks, or at least I did.
Yeah.
I had the same girlfriend from sophomore year all the way up to my first year in college. So.
Dang. Look at you.
Dang.
Mr. Commitment.
Mr. Commitment. And then while they're in the car talking, it kind of pans over, the new kids in town pull up. They got California plates.
Ooh.
And we meet Dacre Montgomery's character, Billy, and his little sister, Max. Mm-hmm. And the girls.
And his hot tater as he's walking by.
The girls are flummoxed by that cake.
Check out that ass.
Check out that ass.
You could bounce a penis off that ass.
That's right. You could, Steve.
One of these young women, that was Carol, right? One of them was
I think
Carol.
so.
And then
Yeah.
one of them was, I don't know if we ever got her name, Red from last season that turned into Jaybird.
Francine.
Is that her
Carol
name,
got a
Francine?
new
I made it up.
hairdo. She looks good.
Wow, well, where's Tommy H?
She's all permed up.
Where is Tommy H? Written off. He's probably in jail.
No, I think he pops up as like, now
He's
he
in
hangs
jail.
out with Billy.
He's in
Yeah,
jail.
he definitely
Yeah, because there's
pops
that,
up later.
the shirts and skins thing is.
He gets
got
released
released.
from jail.
He got released.
Yeah.
That's my canon. Will gets in his locker. He has that clipping that we saw at the end of last season. The boy who lived,
Harry.
but it says zombie boy on it. So they're bullying him.
Kids are so, like.
Oh, you're alive, dork.
nerd. Oh, I died, but I'm not really.
That would 1,000% happen though.
Oh, it 100% work because kids are little monsters. But it's so weird.
We cut to Mr. Clark
Yay.
teaching the class about the human brain. And there's so much going on here. It's lightning fast, but it's so lovely to dig into the details.
Yeah.
You've got our core kids, especially Dustin, sitting front row, enraptured, right? Like Dustin
Yeah.
is so happy.
He's almost part of the act, the routine that Mr. Clark is prepared.
For sure. And then Mr. Clark, well, first he is part of it because he does drum roll Dustin, but also it's like he's so excited to teach this. No one cares.
Yeah, all
Except
the
for
other
the
kids
first
are like
core kids,
falling
right?
asleep in the background.
100 billion neurons. Oh, did I stutter? Did I? No mistake made. 100 billion, right?
With a B.
He's so hyped. And then the new student is brought in by the principal, and Dustin is forced to give delighted to give the drum roll.
The latest passenger to join us
From
on our
sunny
curiosity
California.
voyage.
Maxine.
And as a young kid, even though like as an adult, I watched this, I'm like, I fucking love Mr. Clark. He can get
That
it.
would have
That's so
killed you.
great. As a young child at that age, I would have been dying.
Well, that's why you made sure no one knew who you were, even the teacher.
Right.
We don't have a fucking Steve May in this class. Yeah, all she says is it's Max, not Maxine. She sits down. The kids are like, oh, MadMax. MadMax. Holy shit. They all look at her and she's like, what?
No, sorry, Mighty Max, not Mad Max.
Good
Wrong
pull.
Max.
Good pull.
You know Mighty Max?
I'm very acquainted with Mighty Max, my friend.
Oh yeah, my guy.
Had all the toys.
Fuck yeah.
We cut back to Joyce, who's now working again at Melvald's General Store. I assume that's Donald's last name.
I guess.
Bob Newby comes in. So we got Sean Astin. He just walks in, takes her to the back.
What a player.
Holy shit.
And
Holy
these come in
shit.
other colors. Make out.
And here's what I got to tell you. I honestly was a little jealous, not for making out with Winona Ryder.
With Sean Astin.
I mean, a little jealous of that.
A little, but I just mean like, isn't this part of any relationship so fun where it's just like fire? And like, there's other great parts of long relationships that
Of
are not
course.
present here,
Yeah.
but this like unstoppable passion, can't keep your hands off each other. So excited to get that sugar, you know, I feel like a teenager, you know, like it was just really, it made me happy to see because
Joyce has a boyfriend. Aww.
He took his lunch break at Radio Shack and came to smooch.
Go back and sell your thingamajiggies. I got to get back to work. People are probably robbing me blind out there. Donald's going to take it out of my check. I still owe him for the camels.
I still haven't paid back this camel. Apparently, like in the musical or the Broadway show of Stranger Things,
Don't spoil it.
there is a Bob Newby in there. And
It's a prequel, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Bob the Brain?
There's like Bob the Brain. So when he's like, in high school, you didn't even know who I was. I'm like, oh, do they cover that in the musical? Intrepid minds want to find out.
I bet they do. She was part of the cool crowd. I bet she smoked cigarettes and weed and hung out with Hop and they partied a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And Bob the Brain was like the Will of the school, you know, or like the Dustin at best.
I don't know if he has that much swagger as Dustin.
But it's Jonathan's night to pick movie night. I love that he's already like integrated into the family. He's all about that life. He's really excited for movie night.
Just tell him I don't want a scary one.
That's right. But he's like, I love how he goes, oh, look, a green one. Because he wanted it. They actually found another color. And he's like, I want to point out that this operation worked. But no scary movies. Yeah, he hates scary movies. If he was in a Wes Craven film, that would be very short because he would answer the phone and go, no Perino, and hang up.
No, thank you.
We cut to Meryl's farm. Also, let's talk about we always do the inflation check on this show. 2 pumpkins for $3. Wow.
$1.50 pop.
$1.50 a punky.
That tracks.
That's good.
$1.50 a punky.
Do you guys go to punky patches every year?
Oh,
Not every year, but
Well, I
in their
did,
company.
but now that I have the boys in my life,
Yeah, you got to get
we've gone every year, and it's been so much fun.
You get the local honey. You get the apple cider.
Honey, the apple cider is like
Homemade apple cider,
man.
dude?
Yeah.
Banana bread, dude.
Oh, you got banana bread at your pumpkin farm?
At work, do I, dude? No, I just that's what the voice I did. I mean, that doesn't matter. You do the little hay rides and the cornfields where you get little maize and shit, corn maize.
The one that we go to,
Do people not do? I guess they can't, and they'd have to drive pretty far.
all to go to a
Like if you were in like an LA or in New York or something.
yeah, I guess you would have to drive.
But for us, it's like literally just
20
down the-
minutes.
Yeah, it's just go to
we're
one.
20 minutes from everything. It's wild.
Yeah.
That is true. We've got a big city 20 minutes away, strip club, drug dealers,
That's true.
corn mazes.
Yeah. KFC.
Sure.
Yeah.
10 minutes. Well, not from here.
Tops.
Steve does live a little out of the way. I don't know where the local KFC is.
There's actually a KFC 5 minutes away from here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not even Kentucky.
It's on Red Bank.
You shouldn't be allowed to have that here.
Don't you take that treasure from me.
OFC motherfucker.
Take that treasure from me.
Ohio fried chicken.
Should we get KFC
Gross.
today in honor of this episode?
I'd rather have Popeyes.
Actually, Popeye, you're right. Popeyes is delicious.
I'd rather have a beer. Billy Madison.
Could be our
What about you, Sideburns? You want some milk?
Rather have a beer.
But yeah, Meryl's giving Hop the tour of shitty Pumpkinville, right? They're all rotten, like crazy rotten, like so obviously something incredibly wrong happening.
They were fine yesterday.
Yeah, there's like buzzing flies and black
These were
goo.
award winners, Hop.
And Hop's like, I don't know if there's anything wrong here.
Then I remembered Eugene. See, he started this pick your pumpkin thing. And I told him, get a lawyer.
That's
So
right.
I had a question about this. Back in the day, could you not pick the pumpkin you wanted to purchase?
I don't know.
You take what you get, sir. Now get out.
Oh, you're saying you pay the $3. He gives you any 2 pumpkins he wants you to have.
Right. Like when he said that, I'm like, well, how did this work beforehand? Like, here's my money. And he's like, well, this one's closest to me. Here you go. Can I have that one? Nope. I picked the pumpkin.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. It's like
Fucking Eugene down the street has this brand new idea that anyone can pick any pumpkin they want. Pfft, fail.
which is actually easier for me. And
It'll
it's
fail.
terrible. Well, he sees something moving in the cornfield while he's talking to Meryl. And it's like a very signs kind of
Someone else working this field.
some kind of rustling and warbling. And this crow scares the shit out of Hop. He almost pops a cap in that crow, or at least that scarecrow. That would have been embarrassing to explain to Meryl. But he's like, yeah, you got me, bird. Whatever. And then we cut back to school. Tina's handing out flyers to her Halloween bash. Come and get sheet-faced. Which
good.
I think it's good.
That's a good pun.
You know?
Yeah, it's a good pun.
Nancy makes sure to get an extra flyer and give it to Jonathan. Thinks he needs to get out of the house.
I
ostensibly.
love that very small little bit where Tina explicitly does not give him one. Like, nope, not for you. Here you go, Nancy. Oh, can I have another one? Oh, sure. Of course you can, girl.
Yeah.
Not knowing
She's giving it to Jaybird.
she's being betrayed.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm definitely not going to that. I'm going to take Will trick or treating. She's like, all night? You'll be home by 8. You'll be listening to Talking Heads and reading Vonnegut. Sounds like a great night. It's what I do.
Because I'm cool and artsy.
That's right. But then Steve grabs her up, gives her big kisses right in the middle of their conversation,
Missed you.
and
It's been an hour.
she watches Jaybird
little
walk
meanie.
away. The boys debate if girls play video games. They're outside watching the new student Max. And I think you said it was Will that said she couldn't possibly play the video
Yeah,
games.
girls don't play video games.
How many people named Max do you know? Not a single one. I love Dustin. Shit, I've lost the target because she's gone. But then they see her throw something away and go back inside. So they go rooting through the trash. And apparently she's been watching them watch her because it's a note that says, stop spying on me, creeps.
And that's hilarious when they're going through the trash. Mike and I think Will are kind of posed as other girls pass by and are like, what are you guys doing
Yeah,
for the trash? Like, what's up? What's going on? Not being weird at all.
You hang out around here often?
But then the principal or somebody with authority walks up. William
it's the
Myers, your mother's here. I don't know why do you say it like that, dude? You're making it worse.
Call me William.
Yeah, not in front of my friends.
Zombie boy, come here. I wrote all those notes.
But everyone's like looking at him as he walks around the school and he's feeling really down about it. His friends are even whispering about him. He's always weird when he has to go in and quiet. He's always quiet. He's always weird too.
It's too quiet.
Joyce and Will are driving in. We find out very soon it's to the lab. He has like frequent checkups, or at least when he has issues. And he was on. I like that he was honest with his mom about the hallucinations and stuff. I think that's refreshing. We don't have to deal with 4 episodes of him. Oh, I'm all good, Mom.
I'm fine.
Hopper meets them there, which is very cool. He feels invested in this kid's welfare and stuff. And so they all go to the lab. And it's so ominous when it pulls back and you're like, oh God, we're at the lab.
Don't go
again.
back.
Don't go in there.
Don't go down that road. I love this. This is such a silly thing maybe, but this sequence of the sound design on like the diagnostics, making it so unsettling, but also reminiscent of like Demogorgon attacks and stuff, of all the little machines and the squeaks and the squishes of, you know, it's
The undulating squelching.
all that is present in the sound design of like just taking the blood and checking the pressure and putting the sensors on his head. And it does a great job of putting you in Will's shoes, who's got PTSD, legitimately something bigger is going on, but he also has PTSD.
Yeah.
And this is a very uncomfortable thing for him. And I just think it's so effective.
Yeah, no one likes going to the doctor anyway, but now this poor kid has to go semi-regularly, I assume, and talk about this awful experience he had with the people that are the cause of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Paul Reiser enters.
He's so sweet.
He's such a good
nice
guy,
man.
but he never is depicted as a good guy.
What is your all's desert island candy? Let's go.
Not Heath
Around the
bars.
table.
Go ahead, Steve.
Oh gosh, desert island candy. My candy does change a lot. My taste in
I
candy.
like a lot of candy.
Ooh, shit. Now I'm under the gun. I don't
Just
know.
right. It doesn't have to be all time. Just right now. Just off the hip.
I'm gonna go with just like a good old fashioned Reese's Pieces is good.
Reese's Pieces.
Pieces.
All right, Will.
I love Reese's Pieces.
I have a favorite candy bar that you guys are going to make fun of. And I feel like we might have talked about it on the show before.
Mr.
And it's
Good Bar.
Not a Heath. And no, it's not. It's a Zero bar.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Zero bars are incredible.
What all remind me what all is in Zero? Because I know it's
Brooklyn
white
argument.
chocolate, right?
Yeah, well, yogurt or whatever.
It's not even a white chocolate, really.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's almond nougat and caramel and peanuts.
It does sound delicious.
If I was going to go chocolate bar, like classic candy, it's Milky Way.
Those are good.
Really, Milky Way.
I love caramel and I love chocolate.
Milky Way Midnight?
No,
You don't fuck with
just
those?
Milky Way, man.
You don't fuck with Milky Way Midnight?
Not really. I also like Reese's Cups, but I like the white chocolate thins the most. Thins.
Because you're a man of elegance.
I love Take Fives.
Take Fives are good.
I'll tell you what, I've been on. I've been on one. That Dubai chocolate with that
Oh, with the
pistachio
pistache.
filling.
It's only
if I've
like
had that.
$70 per bar.
Every time I buy one,
This bougie motherfucker coming in with gold bar bars.
you can't find them very often. I got the first time I found it was just at Speedway, and I'd seen it all over TikTok. And every time you see one, it's like the viral sensation. So you know it's just like we're culturally appropriating this because it's big right now, right? And so it's like, but I was like, oh, I do want to try that. Like my wife loves sweets, so it's like a thing we can bond over. And I grab it, and the guy, you know, you've been a Speedway. Like they sell primarily lottery tickets and cigarettes. and it's a fair question anyway, but it's funnier in context if you've never been to a Speedway.
Why the fuck you buying that?
So the guy goes, hey man, those are like $20 fucking. And like expecting me to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't care. I'm really bad with money. And he was like, all right. And so I buy it, and that was funny to me. I go home, I give some to my daughter. It was like the Willy Wonka bar when Charlie brings it home and they all share it. That was like that at my house, and we all had a great time. I've been looking for them ever since. I went back to Speedway, and I was like, "You got any more of them?" Fucking. He's like, "Hell no, man." And same guy. And so, but I found them at the candy store next to the movie theater at the Levee. There's a
Okay.
candy store outside the aquarium.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, cool. So I bought 2 of them, and I go to ring them up, and the teenage girl is like, hey, I just have to let you know these are $16. And I was like, it's fine. I'm really bad with money. And so it's like, I don't drink or go out or do anything. So it's like, I like chocolate, you know? But those things are fucking amazing. And you said you didn't really like it. Like it was okay.
I think it's good. I don't think it's worth the price of admission.
I think it's amazing. It's like a peanut butter made of pistachio. It's like a Reese cup with pistachio juice instead of peanut juice. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And it's
I've never
good.
seen these.
But it's got some crunch to it too.
Oh, I like a crunch.
I'll have to get us one. We'll all share it.
Can we eat it like Lady and the Tramp style?
My mother-in-law made some and it was incredible.
Really?
Yeah, we bought some. Sarah bought some from like some fancy chocolatier place and it was an insane amount of money for how much candy we got. She spent like $30 and we got a few bites. But my mother-in-law made some and it was even better than that. It was so fucking good.
Really?
She made it with like real all natural
love.
dark chocolate. Unbelievable.
Dark chocolate. So you got Dubai chocolate midnight?
Yeah.
You got to keep doing that, Andy.
Well, it's what she made. It's good. You don't fuck with dark chocolate? It's
Of course I do. I get Dove dark chocolates. Those are amazing.
Okay.
But it's bitter. Let's all be honest.
Yeah.
It's cacao.
It's delicious cacao.
We're off task again. Anyway, those are good chocolates. Why were we even talking? Oh, he says Desert Island. Yeah. Paul Reiser, I think it's an interesting meta casting. I think you alluded to it earlier, but he's often the bad guy, but even more specifically, he's often a bad guy who seems like a good guy at first.
Yeah. His character in Aliens is the most famous example of that. Burke, I think is that character's name.
And so it's interesting that he seems like this really nice guy, and we'll see. Mm-hmm. But it's great to see Paul Reiser here because we got Matthew Modine and Winona Ryder in the first season. And now we got Sean Astin and Paul Reiser. It's great. They don't really continue that trend all the way. I think it stops in season 4. But they started again for season 5 because it's got Linda.
Season 4 has Robert Englund.
Okay, yeah.
They keep it going. At least one person needs.
And season 5 has Linda Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
And 3 has Carrie Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do keep it going. Mm-hmm. Forgive me. Excuse me. It's interesting though, because like Dr. Owens is doing this, not interview, but he's asking these questions to this inspection of Will. And then we pan back, we dolly back through like a wall of cameras and there's people watching it. So it kind of gives it like this insidious vibe where you can't really trust Dr. Owens all the way, right? Mm-hmm.
He's got squiggly lines. They're going extra
I don't know what
squiggly.
those are, but that's not good.
That's not good. There's an earthquake somewhere.
But he tells them about his vision, his hallucination. He says, I felt this evil, like it was looking at me. He's like, oh, and he's like, it wanted to kill you? No, not me. Everyone else. I'm its friend. You should be worried. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. That's his moment to be that way. Mm-hmm. That's cool. I wish he'd have said that. Mostly everyone else. Mostly.
He wants to kill. Not me, but everyone else. Mostly.
I'm going to rewatch all the Aliens again. I told you I was doing that.
Yeah.
Because Alien Earth, as we record this, comes out in a few days.
I know you had gotten through AVP last time I talked to you.
To watch Aliens again, just for that line. Mostly. And Paul Reiser is not his name. Dr. Owens. I almost said Paul tells him. Dr. Owens advises Joyce and Hop, who's there watching. This is what's called the anniversary effect. It's been about a year since this all went down. So his PTSD symptoms are going to ramp up. I like that they kind of like address the fact that that's a newer idea, PTSD even existing. Mm-hmm. And, it was only a decade or two prior. They called it shell shock. And, and I like that Hop is like, who's been in the Vietnam War. That's a real thing, by the way, Joyce. Like he's not just, I know he's not making that up. I don't know about everything else. I just thought that was neat because in the 80s, they would have been like, what are you talking about?
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. PTS, whatty?
Just go outside.
But yeah, he tells Will, those people are gone. I'm the good guy. I'm a good version of Dr. Brenner.
I'm on your side. I need you to trust me, guys.
Yeah. He's like, are you still with Bob the Brain? Don't call him that. Sorry. Old habit.
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you. Light a cig. I'm going to light this tiny cigarette. You notice that? There's like a Marble 72 at the back.
There's a little leftover,
I don't think so. It wasn't
Put it out and
burnt on the tip. It would just look like
He smoked a tiny little cigarette.
I'll smoke this tiny cigarette and be sad.
I'm into these tiny French cigarettes now.
Oh, Paul Reiser's waving at me. I'm not going to wave back.
Dick. He like flips him
I know,
off
he's
instead.
right there. Hey, fuck me, I guess.
Because it's only like 20 feet. But he doesn't fully trust him, is what that says, you know?
Bye, Jim.
You must not have seen me wave. What's your desert island? Oh, he's gone. What's your desert island?
Seems
candy?
like a payday
Pussy.
guy. Oh shit.
That's what Hobbs' answer would be. We'll go to the library. But then some lady comes out and tells Dr. Owens, they're ready for you, sir. They've got all their favorite candy bars. Go ask them.
We got a consensus.
He goes down to the goo gate. They've got a whole operation now.
it. There's something wrong down there. I got you pegged, Dr. Owens.
He's got a whole elevator now. And I love the way that they address that this is a process that they repeat a lot. Because it's like old habit. This guy that has to blowtorch the alien tendrils from the vagina wall is like, never gets old, Dr.
Another hot
Owens.
one today.
Oh, yeah.
Shepard 2, you're doing a great job.
Hope nothing happens to you, buddy. Dustin and Lucas are scouting out the arcade, and he's like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get in trouble. And Lucas is like, I can stay and handle it. Don't worry. You just want me out of here so you can make your move. They're all arguing
On to you.
in advance over the love of this girl, a girl that doesn't like either one of them at this point, right?
Yeah. Doesn't even know their names.
But this is a real thing. I think I talked about it when we covered this last time, or at least at some point. But that same girl I talked about last week that I went to that music festival with when we drank the berry Sprite, a lot of us had a crush on her. She was just super cool and hung out with all of us. But I remember, this is so embarrassing. I've told this story before, but it's like a fun embarrassing. She liked pink stars. Like it was like on her binder and her Trapper Keeper, her erasers, you know. And I found like a pink star pendant or something like in the grass. And my buddy was also there. And we both dove for it. And we ended up wrestling each other, but not joking. Like, motherfucker, and like punching each other and stuff, trying to be the one to give it to her. I don't think she even cared when she
Cool,
got
thanks.
it. Yeah, exactly. That's what this reminds me of.
I have a boyfriend.
So true.
But Dustin has teeth now.
He does. And
She
he's like,
won't. She can't resist those pearls.
that's right.
Yeah.
But it is verified that she is in fact the MADMAX because they see her play Deke Duck and they're so impressed.
And we also find out that I guess there isn't. That she doesn't have a great relationship with, we assume, her brother Billy, because he drops her off at the arcade and you can tell they're arguing.
They're not getting along.
She flips the old bird.
She does. Back at the Wheeler house, Karen wants 2 boxes worth of toys.
2?
Packed up for the yard sale.
You've been a real piece of shit lately. I get the feeling you're going to be a piece of shit for the rest of the season. 2 boxes.
You're being a miserable fuck, Mike.
He already lost his Atari for stealing from Nancy. And
Cursed out a doctor, graffiti the stall, plagiarized an essay.
oh, that's big.
Right.
This is pre-Chat GPT. He had to do a little work to do that.
This is strike 20. You're on the bench, son.
Yeah, Ted's little wisdom nuggets that he keeps throwing down are
this
so
is-
fucking funny. Like,
This is serial killer shit.
everyone graffitis the bathroom stall. So if your friend jumps off a cliff,
Which that's like the dad thing to say,
Yeah.
right? Like that's classic. But where he goes off the rails, strike 3, Mike, is what mom says or whatever. He's like, oh, this is like strike 20. You've been on the bench. You're lucky to still be on the team. I should fucking kill you. Like, what does that mean?
well, he does the dad thing where it's like, if you had my coach, you wouldn't even be on, implying that he had a harder upbringing or his dad was more strict than he is, and it's like, you're telling on yourself, man. You're not a good dad.
I love that Mike's face when he says, you look at he's still being, he's like, what? What is it? You're taking the metaphor off the rails, Dad. If I wasn't on the team, I would be dead. As in this metaphor. You know? That's right. That's what I meant. I got this from Connie. Good friend of mine. Always trust your government, son.
I've got government friends now.
Steve and Nancy show up to Barbara's parents' house, House Holland. They have, of course, KFC. And we find out that their house is for sale and that they have hired Murray Bauman. And it is sad for them
Yeah.
on many levels. And Nancy can barely handle it because she knows that they're paying all this money for no reason, that Barb is in fact dead.
Yeah.
He used to work for the Chicago Sun-Times. He's freelance now just as a private investigator. And they're happy. They're like, we're hopeful.
He's going to do what that lazy son of a bitch Jim Hopper isn't doing.
Oh, calm down, honey. Calm down. Hopper will kick your ass.
I'm getting all hopped up.
Think of the bucket of chicken. Think of the bucket of chicken.
Biscuits.
Lick your finger,
Biscuits.
sweetie.
Steve hits him with the finger licking good during the awkward silence. This is funny to me. It's not funny, but Nancy goes into the bathroom.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Why is there a picture of Barb in the bathroom?
The way
So you can take a shit and cry.
The way it's perfectly framed the camera.
I miss you, honey.
I love that Nancy's trying to escape and she looks over. Jesus fucking Christ. There's another one.
Why is that here?
We put one in every room. There's two in the shower.
They're just like in the shower. But it is sad because they don't know their daughter's dead, and no one who does know that can tell them that.
Yeah, it's hard to explain if they ever did anyway. Mike is boxing up his toys for the yard sale, the aforementioned yard sale, and we get some kind of Easter eggs from season 1. The roaring T-Rex.
I love that he's not willing to give up Rory. Rory the dinosaur.
Does he not put it in the box?
No, he looks at it and he's like, nah, and he sets that one aside like this. I'm keeping Rory.
He didn't put the Millennium Falcon in there, did he?
He better fucking not have. That's what my brothers did. They sold that shit in a yard sale, and that thing's worth so much money.
Hindsight, though, 2020. I mean, he has been trying to reach Elle on the radio. He tries again. It's day 352. And I love how they do this because the audience doesn't even really know if what the voice they heard was 11 or was it the Dustin kind of out of range, Mike.
Mike.
Every night, if I was Dustin, this is kind of for Nia, I would troll him. I'd be like, Mike, pudding,
Snowball, dance.
Mike.
Like how there's just a hint of Eric Cartman in your voice. Just like, Mac.
It's me, 11. It's Matches appears. Dustin says that it's him, and he's like, hey, Max is MADMAX. And he wants to talk about that, but Mike hangs up.
Busy.
And Lucas and he decide that they're just going to have to do it. We don't have to run a whole vote, right? Which what they want to ask, well, I guess that's not addressed yet, but they want to ask something.
I think it's implied that they want to do something.
They want
They
to
say
cut
that
Max
they want to
in.
add her to the party. Don't
Yeah.
they outright say that?
Well, they say they have something they're going to ask Max.
Okay.
But something's in Dustin's trash can when he rides his bike home.
Is it Muse?
Muse?
Show me my Muse.
Fuck.
You're not going to do that every
He's
time.
just sitting there. What's up, dude?
Smoking weed, drinking beer. We cut back to the Byers household. Bob has a camcorder. This is the future.
Documenting.
Would you put the future down?
It's my birthday.
And
It's October 30th, 1984. Not my actual birthday. It's 3 years before my birthday. But
yeah,
Oh.
I'm just a glint in my father's eye. But
that's right.
3 years from then.
Jonathan asks Will to pick the movie. He brings them 3 movies, and Will doesn't want to. But also, Will's upset. You won't stop treating me like everyone else does. Like I'm going to break, like I'm a pussy.
Like something's wrong with me.
Everybody treats me like a bitch.
He's like, no, you know what? You are a freak. What?
Yeah. You're a freak.
Yeah. And that's cool, man. Would you rather be Bowie or Kenny Rogers?
Bowie.
Bob Newby pops in. I love Kenny Rogers.
So funny. Because he's so oblivious to what they're having a conversation about. And he thinks he's like, I'm a cool stepdad, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love Kenny. Are we talking about Kenny Rogers right now?
Oh, I can't wait to hear what Erica's boys will say about me in 20 years when I'm sure I'm going to do moments like this to them. We're like, oh, God, yeah, Kenny Rogers, can you believe it? And like, we're talking about the Minecraft mod, you dipshit.
He's talking about puppets again.
Puppets are so chuggy.
No,
He did that Kermit impression. They don't even know who Kermit is.
No.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah, they think Kermit is like Pepe the Frog.
But they end up watching Mr. Mom,
Perfect.
and the phone rings and it scares the shit out of Joyce. He says, ignore it. It's probably a crank call.
Bob is laughing like a serial killer in this, just at every little joke. He is just
He loves Mr.
I love
Mom.
when it pans over everyone, Jonathan looks like he just wants to die. He hates that movie so much.
Why'd he even bring it in as an option?
He was thinking of Will.
We cut back. The dude at the lab is like jamming on his headphones when the alarms go off, ignoring that completely.
Bouncing a ball on the wall.
Don't know what that means, but something's going on at the lab. Will gets up in the middle of the night at the buyer's house to take a leak. But then outside, the upside down storm rages on. There's like a giant fucking monster thing in the background. What is that? What is it the Vessel Hydra?
that's what my notes say.
Hopper drives up to a cabin in the woods, steps over some booby traps, has a special knock on the front door. The locks inside seem to unlock themselves. That's strange.
Ooh, that's strange.
No signal. It's 815. You're late. 11.
There's Eggos on the plate. It's 11 and she has curly hair.
No, she got cute little hair.
What did we say about eating dessert before dinner? It's a rule.
Dinner first, then dessert.
Let's call that dinner. These little TV dinners. And I guess she cooked them.
Yeah,
With
I
her
guess.
mind.
You think there's a microwave in there?
Oh, there's got to be. Yeah.
They got a TV.
They got a TV.
But the's foil on them things. Is that how you cook those? Or is it
That's
the
true.
oven?
Maybe it was in the oven. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right. You're
She's
right.
allowed to use the oven? I guess it's the 80s.
It was with her mind. She's the oven with her mind.
And that's the end of the episode. Is like this dolly out of them being a little family. And it's
Yeah.
honestly, obviously, like the 5th or 6th time I'm watching it, I was like, of course, right? But I was like able to transport myself to the first viewing. And it's like, oh, cool, you know?
Yeah. It's such a great moment. I
Two
remember
best characters hanging out.
I just love that they didn't like wait until fucking episode 6 to be like, and by the way, she's back.
Oh, they know.
You know?
Steve was not going to watch without 11. 50% of the reason he watches.
Yeah. 2 episodes go by, no 11, I'm out. Goodbye.
What a good, like, season 2 start, in my opinion.
I remember Andy, when we did our original coverage, Andy was so tickled by the fact that 11 had little curly hair.
I love
You
the
loved it.
curly hair
Yeah.
so much. It's so cute.
And just the way their interactions, you can tell that she's been living with him for a while now, but just the way she's like, 815, you're late. And it's 8:15.
We've been through this. You sound ridiculous.
And she's upgraded her Eggo game because now there's like whipped cream and sprinkles and shit on it now or something. It's
Maybe
good stuff.
she could have just went syrup. It would have been a great addition, but I respect the game. But that brings us to our fun segments at the end. That's the end of the recap. We got to take a quick break to hear from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hey there, Stream Fiends. August is upon us, and it's that golden hour of summer where the days are still long, the nights are still warm, and we're soaking up every last bit of the late summer magic. So whether you're headed back to school soon or clinging to the vacation of summer, we're glad you're spending some of that time with us. So before we go on with the show, we want to celebrate the legends who help keep this show going strong, our super patrons. These are the folks that support us at the $25 or more tier each month on Patreon, and their generosity fuels everything we do. So thank you, John Collins, Hannah Zito, Sun-Loving Mortal, Carrie Sink, Xander Barbarian, Daniel Pack, Phil S, Nice Guy Eddie, Deep Substrate Foliated Calcite, Jordan Garvin, Albus Stinkpot, Maddlestat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Jim E, Lady Trashley, Sean Myers, Just Liz Calabria, Brett X, E Scramo, Little Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, Bluff Pub, AK Ashley Ray, Jay Rich, Upside Down Canuck, Big Butthorn, Josh Stitch, Jer, Kaylee Sampson, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Elbander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Peaches, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Trisha Bueller, Alex G, Suzanne Road, Sean Callahan, Jadinklage Morgoon, Kalisha Reeves, Paolo Garcia, That Brenda, Aaron Armstrong, Hootie Hoo, Ashley Powers, Casey McCain, and Enza. Thank you again so much to everyone who supports us. And with that, let's get back to the episode.
And we're back. We found the chocolate pudding. Andy, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Jonathan's conversation with Will about how it's good to be a freak. And, you know, who would you rather hang out with, Bowie or Rogers? Although Kenny Rogers is cool.
Kenny Rogers chicken.
And I will brook no argument.
You
know what I'm
also
saying?
love Kenny Rogers. That
All-
tracks.
I only know that song by Kenny Rogers,
That's a
but
good
that
song.
song slaps.
Yeah,
You know?
I get it.
No complaints.
No complaints.
Obviously, Bowie kicks ass. But
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Anyway, I just love that scene where he's like, he says something like, nothing good was ever accomplished by anybody that just stuck with the status quo or something like that. And he's just dropping good advice to his little bro. Very sweet moment.
Just solid ass advice.
It is.
Steve, your number 3?
My number 3 is Mr. Clark introducing the class to Maxine. It's, again, everything we love about Mr. Clark. Like you said during the recap, there's so much going on, so many small little moments that are just rapid fire hitting us with every second that the scene goes on. But all the other kids being bored out of their minds, Mr. Clark being excited about brain cells, Dustin being a part of the act. And then that scene does end with this very comical bit where Max sits down in the class and all 4 boys are like staring at her. It's really fun, and I just love Mr. Clark. So what a great way to start the season with our favorite teacher.
Absolutely. My number 3 is Will's checkup and all the cool sound design and culminating in his story to the doctor where he gets that, they mostly come out at night moment.
Mostly.
It's so impressive to me, the sound design specifically. I think it's worth another shout out. That's my number 3. Andy, your number 2.
My number 2 is when Mike tries to radio L. I thought that it was so sweet when he's like, it's day 352, it's 7:40 p.m. Give me a sign. I won't even say anything. Just let me know that you're safe. I thought it was really sweet because that just showed so much about who he's been since the last season and what his life has been like, how sad he is that she's gone, and why it speaks to why he's becoming this miserable fuck. But, in his quiet, sad moments, he's sitting in his little tent, just missing his girl, very cute.
My number 2 is Andy's number 3, and that is the "You Are a Freak" moment with Jaybird and Will. I had brothers growing up. They were also significantly older than I am, and I am so jealous of Will that he has a brother that's not only someone cool who is showing him the world with great musicians and art and all that kind of stuff that I just enjoy personally, but also cares enough to sit down with him and have a heart-to-heart, because my brothers never did that for me. We fought a lot. One of my brothers picked on me very maliciously growing up, and I've never actually forgiven him for that. He's almost 50, and I still am you motherfucker, I hate you. And then my other brother was just, he was a teenager, so he was doing teenager things, didn't really give a shit about me, understandable, right? So I always watch this scene, and I'm always just very jealous and man, I wish I had that growing up. I always felt othered in a weird way by my siblings at that age. Other than my sister was really, really sweet to me always. But when it came to my brothers, I always felt out of place with sorts. And so, yeah, it was just really sweet that he was like, dude, what makes you quote unquote weird to other people is what you need to lean into, because that's what makes you unique. That is you. And I really, that's something that I want to impart on any young person I see. Just be yourself, because all the shit with other kids picking on you, that stuff goes away. And then years from now, we kind of talked about this, what being passionate means. It goes in line with that. When people grow up, they'll look back and see you for who you are. And it's oh yeah, that's cool. That's what makes you a good, decent person, is that you're true to yourself. And I just like that. And then it ends with the fun little we talk about Kenny Rogers? Just checking with Bob. It's a great scene. It's my number 2. Kit, what about you?
My number 2 is Bob visiting Joyce at work, the introduction of his character, and then making out in the closet. Again, all the reasons I talked about earlier. I think that part of a new relationship, all fire and passion, is so fun, and it was so innocently depicted by these two characters, and it's so relieving to see Joyce experiencing some happiness too after all we've ever seen her is up for 29 hours and chain smoking, up to this point. So hop. It's good to see her that way. It's such a great scene. That's my number 2. Andy, you're number 1.
My number 1's the return of 11 and her cute little curly hair. It's just, I also
it's a wig.
Tried to place it. Do you think it's a wig?
100%.
I hope not.
1,000%.
It's so cute. It's adorable. I just thought I was also able to place myself back into my mindset when we watch season 2 for the first time and see 11 pop back up. It's so sweet. I love that we're jumping right in. She's living with Hop, and they have a secret code and special knock, and they eat Eggos and microwave meals. And, it felt good to have her back.
I agree. That's my number one moment as well. Again, 11's 50% of the reason why I watched the show, apparently. And so seeing her there and everything you said, like they've already established the relationship and they show that off very organically without having a lot of exposition. Like, 11, we told each other 4 weeks ago that we have the special knock because you're in danger and I'm keeping you away from the government. Like they don't have to do any exposition. You just infer that by the visuals that they're telling. And it just makes you so happy because what we know about Hopper last season, getting over the death of his daughter, and now he has a surrogate daughter and 11. It's just a really great and natural progression of both those characters' stories. She's in need of a papa. He's in need of a daughter. And put the two together, really interesting stuff happens. So that's my number one. Kit, what about you?
First, I got egg on my face. That is Millie Bobby Brown's natural curls, my friend.
What?
She did wear a wig in season 2, but that was for the flashback bald scenes.
Wow.
Apparently, that is her natural, according to Refinery 29. But that's my number.
What is Refinery 29?
That's a blog, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Get
Sorry.
your fucking pop culture together.
Sorry, I did not know.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's primarily for smart people.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a subscription to that.
That's my number one as well. Is the 11 return, the little dinner with Hop. It's such a great scene. Nothing else needs to be said.
We all everybody.
I
want to interject because this is fascinating. This is fascinating. On our previous coverage in 2017, you want to know what was on all of our top 3,
That was on none of ours this time?
but was on none of ours this time.
Ooh, what was it?
So it was Andy's number 1. It was Kit's number 2. And it was my number 3 in 2017. And that was the reveal of 8 and the opening scene from season 2.
Andy's number 1?
Oof.
That was Andy's number 1.
Oof.
And I think that just speaks to like back then, like we have the benefit of hindsight
shit.
now.
8?
Like, what is that? That's so new. That's interesting. What is that? Let's dig into it.
I get what you're saying. And now we're like, we know it ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Well, it goes somewhere completely different at least.
Yeah. And then they chicken out because people have some backlash.
They don't even bring her back in the most obvious chance to bring her back. Interesting, yeah. Okay, now it's time for Easter Eggos. This is going to be a lengthy version of this segment, I foretell.
Yeah, I think so.
You all got a ton of them?
So fucking many, dude.
So many?
Yeah.
Dang, are they super cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Andy, list one out, buddy.
I'll say that Hop says that he wants a date with Bo Derek.
Bo Derek.
That's so
Yeah.
fun. Famously from Tarzan and Malibu's Most Wanted.
Isn't she one of the posters in Shawshank Redemption throughout the eras?
I think so.
Hot
but
chicks
I
on the
don't
wall?
remember.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Steve.
Annie. There is an Annie costume in the storage closet behind where Bob and Joyce are fooling around at the store. And it's actually kind of funny because Sadie Sink also played Annie on Broadway.
Not only that, she met Gatton Matarazzo and Kayla McLaughlin there, who were also in that production.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
They were all in there, so that's cool. There's something else in the closet.
There is.
I'll let you say it because I can't even find it. I have it on this list somewhere.
It's strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry and short. Oh, it's my list goes on to the other page. That's why I couldn't find it. Strawberry shortcake. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a strawberry shortcake costume as well in there.
I'll call this one out. One of the movies that Jonathan has in the stack of 3
Is Mr. Mom.
Well, yeah, there's Mr. Mom,
I know.
Twilight Zone, the movie,
Yep.
and War Games, I think.
Yeah, it is War Games.
But the Palace Arcade is also in War Games. So the arcade that they go to is named after the arcade in War Games.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
that's fun.
Double Easter Eggo for, and we covered War Games on this podcast if you'd like to hear that
We
coverage.
did on Patreon. We should cover Mr. Mom.
Please no.
I'm so down. It'd be fun.
Stop. Andy, you got another one?
I'm not positive, but when Hop goes into the cabin, there's a commercial on the TV. I'm pretty sure that it's a commercial for Big Red Soda.
If you don't chew Big Red, you mean the gum?
No, the soda.
Yeah, Big Red's a soda too. It's like a
Is it?
orange,
It's like a
or not
cream
orange, but a red
soda.
cream
It
soda.
is a soda. That's right.
Yeah.
It's pretty yummy too. I used to like I used to drink it at the pool when I was a kid.
I'm trying to think of other red sodas that it could be. There's a Code Red Mountain Dew
No.
Oh, not in 1984, no.
and Cheer Wine, but I feel like it would have had to have been Big Red.
Steve?
I love calling this one out because I really love this movie, but the shot of Will going outside and looking at the storm and the mind flayer is back there and looks at him, that is very reminiscent of a very famous shot from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where the young child in that movie, Barry, opens up the door and the sky is like vibrantly orange and there's like weird lights going on because the aliens are coming to abduct him. And some of the promotional posters for the season leading up to it mimic that shot where it's Will at the door and the storm's happening. It's like a shot for shot recreation of what's going on in Close Encounters. So I just love that movie. So I love that little reference.
Love it. The Terminator is on the marquee at the local theater.
Oh, I had that in my notes. I didn't say what it was. It just said Terminator. And I was like, Terminator's in there somewhere.
Andy, you got anything else?
One of the kids is playing with the paper fortune teller in the the classroom, and I thought that was really fun. Pick a number, and then you open it up and it tells you your future.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you couldn't even do that because it would just say "this dick" or something.
Exactly.
It'll just be on an app now.
Why does everyone D's nuts no matter what I choose? Steve?
Quickly going back to what you said about the Terminator being at the movie theater. I don't think we've ever said this, but how funny is it that the Hawkins, Indiana movie theater is called the Hawk?
Love it.
I just think that's so funny. Let's go to the Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
And watch the Terminator,
That makes it cool.
Another movie reference. Joyce is sewing patches for Will's Halloween costume. It's the Ghostbusters logo.
That'll come back into play in a major way.
Yeah.
I think in Mr. Clark's classroom, there is a bit of a possible Ferris Bueller nod when it cuts to the girl who's like, when he's journeying on about brains, because that one of those shots is heavily focused on in the movie Ferris Bueller, but also Joe Keery played Ferris Bueller in a commercial.
Oh, really?
A little extra fun tidbit there.
Interesting.
Tids and bits.
The kids are wrong, though, because Mr. Clark is no Ben Stein.
You should be paying attention. Yeah. This is an engaged, knowledgeable teacher.
And even if you were in Ben Stein's class, you need to pay attention because there's a chance you could win his money.
That's right. Or get at least a bottle of Clear Eyes.
Clear Eyes.
Steve?
Got a ton of stuff left.
Okay, so then say it.
Do you have anything? Are we going to bounce back and forth?
We've just got things we've already talked about. Dig Dug, Dragon's Lair, I'm sure was an Eggo that you spilled your juice on earlier.
Of course we did. I spilled my juice all over it.
And then Centipede. We talked about Close Encounters.
KFC.
Does that count? KFC's still around.
So
Galaga and Miss Pac-Man were in there too.
Well, here's the thing. I wrote KFC specifically because the term KFC, not finger licking good, but KFC, that like I guess people might have called it KFC, but it wasn't official branding and wasn't like widely made until 1991.
Fucking son of a bitch.
They only had 10 herbs and spices.
But I'm sure you've got like 9 songs to list out too.
Not 9, but I do have a lot.
But I'm done. I'm cashed out.
Well, none of us mentioned MADMAX. Obviously, that's a pull
the
to
title.
The movie MADMAX. Yeah,
But worth mentioning.
Yeah. Music-wise, of course, we got Whip It by Devo playing when they arrive at the Palace Arcade. Just Another Day by Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, is a song playing during the montage of Hawkins. You know, this is a life of Hawkins. Talking in Your Sleep by The Romantics is what's playing when Steve and Nancy are sitting in their car discussing his paper. And then when Billy shows up, Rock You Like a Hurricane by Scorpions is playing, which when I got older, it fucked me up that Scorpions is like a very German band. I never knew that. But there's actually a really great podcast.
Here I am.
Rock me like a hurricane.
There's a great podcast you guys should check out called, I think it's just called Winds of Change. It's named after the famous Scorpion song called Winds of Change and how that song was actually written by the FBI and given to the Scorpions so that they can like create some sort of propaganda to tear the Berlin Wall down. And they're trying to find like all these documents that prove that. And it's actually a fascinating podcast, especially because they interview the singer of Scorpions. He's like, I've never heard this before, but quite funny.
You think that would be the end of the podcast? He's trying to cover it up.
Right. Every Other Girl by Prehistoric Wolves is playing when that's what the tech is listening to when the board lights up behind them. That's also an anachronism because that song is from an album, a self-titled album from 2016. And I tried to see if this person who made this song
back in here?
It was like Space Knifing where they worked on the show. No, it's just a guy named Warren Klein who actually does have a lot of lineage with, like, he was the guitarist for Iggy Pop and the Stooges in 1973.
Nice.
He was a founding member of the of Lowell George and the Factory. So like this guy who's been around in the scene for many, many years, and just, I guess in 2016 was like just doing his own thing. And like, that sounds like an appropriate song of the age that we can afford. Because they already probably blew all their spending on Whip It.
For sure.
And then lastly, Spooky Movies by Gary Paxton is playing when Bob comes into the store to talk to Joyce. And that's Gary Paxton was also the producer for Monster Mash. So he definitely has a thing he likes to work with.
Yeah.
Spooky Movies. So, there you go. That's all I got.
I can't believe that none of us called out that KFC has 11 herbs and spices, and therefore KFC is going to save the world.
What? Mm-hmm. Is it only 11?
Yeah,
I thought they had like
spices.
I thought
That's
they had
their
like,
whole thing.
I thought they had 20 something herbs and spices.
That's Dr.
20
Pepper.
something herbs and spices.
That's Dr. Pepper.
It's a dog. That's what I'm thinking.
And that's
of.
a weird ass, terrible slogan. We got 20 something herbs and spices.
Give or take.
That's the end of our Eggos section.
I think so.
All right, we're all cashed out of Eggos. It's time to nominate our 11 out of 10 performances. Andy, start us off. Who gets the award?
I think I'm going to give this one to
Marvin the Martian.
Winona Ryder. She's just amazing.
Mid.
So I'm always just going to give it to her. When in doubt, ride it out with Winona Ryder.
I love this catty Marvin the Martian that just judges everyone's picks. Boo!
I don't think so. Steve?
I'm going with Noah Schnapp on this one. I remember when we first covered this, we were also kind of flabbergasted at how good he is this season. Because, he wasn't on screen a lot last season. He was hidden for much of it. So seeing him, this young boy just like tortured by nightmares, like everyone sees me differently, and he goes to the doctor, and there's almost like this like resignation to his fate in some of the scenes. Like, no one's going to help me get better. I'm just going to be a weird little kid that sees weird shit all the time. That sucks for me. He's just great.
I'm going to give it to Sean Astin.
Hell yeah.
Bob.
Newcomer to the series. He just busts right in, makes the place lighter and happier and smoother, pleases our Joyce. Mm-hmm. Everything's going well. Not like that, Andy.
But also maybe.
But also like that.
I hope he does.
Indubitably.
I also kind of want to shout out Paul Reiser. He was such a charm. Mm-hmm. You know what? I take mine back. I said Winona Ryder just because I love her so much, but Paul Reiser swooping in there.
No backsies.
So officially your pick is Paul Reiser?
Yes.
All right.
If anybody's keeping count.
That's right.
One for Paulie.
Someone is. And now it's time to step into the Nina.
Step into the Nina with me, boys.
Gladly, Dr. B.
The water is body temperature.
Step it.
Ew, I don't like it.
There's bubbles.
Andrew, Papa squatting next to Papa.
I don't want to squat in the body water.
All right, if you need a reminder, this is the segment of the episode where our moderators on Discord send us clips from our previous coverage all the way in 2017. And they're out of context clips, and they're usually awful. And we have to figure out what the context was that we were talking about in relation to this episode of Stranger Things. Are you boys ready to hear the first clip?
Oh, please.
Run it, Dr. B.
Here we go.
Yeah, just nerd alert all over the place. Just splurging nerds. That was this
Nerd
little semen imagery there.
Okay.
Nerd splurge.
That was chaos. Somebody was coughing.
Can you believe this podcast has grown over the years? So nerd splurging, do you think it's something to do with the arcade?
That's where my head was at first, but I don't know.
That's the only thing that makes sense for a nerd splurge.
Like maybe when, well, no, because they're not really nerding out with Keith, but it has to be them like, who's MADMAX maybe? Or just like playing Dragon's Lair?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to lock that in.
You're locking that in, Andy?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what they say on the list here. Number one, this is the culmination of a conversation about 8's powers and trying to figure out which X-Men has a power similar to hers. Kit then, in an attempt to get back on track, refers to their digression as splurging nerds. Okay, so we were way off.
generalized.
Way off.
I can't remember what the phrase was the last time, but
Nerd
there was-
splurge?
There was no, there's no way we could answer that.
Yeah.
Not fair.
I kind of now I'm curious to see what X-Men topic we were talking about because I'm always down to
know.
talk X-Men.
I can see where we got down that line because there's that I don't remember his name, but there is that. Is it an X2? There is a character that puts illusions in people's mind, and like he works.
In X2, that's right. Brian Cox.
He works for Brian Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tell me where they are. All right.
fuck off.
In full succession.
Yeah. Magneto.
He's like the voice of McDonald's now, and it like weirds me out every time I hear Brian Cox like, "Ooh, a new daily double." Ba 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 ba.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Fuck off.
Fuck off. All right, clip number 2.
She looks kind of like a poltergeist, like, don't go towards the light. Kind of like, not that bad, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
In like 30 years, she'll be there. Okay, who's giving off the poltergeist lady in the first episode?
I hope I'm not talking about Dustin's sweet mother.
Oh, you are.
Who's such an immature, body shaming piece of shit.
Oh, but his mom's a legend. She's such a sweet lady.
Doesn't matter who I'm talking about. I was wrong to do it, and I don't like it. And maybe I'm talking about Keith.
I hope
lock
you
it
are
in.
talking about Keith. Andy says Keith.
Yes.
Kit says Dustin's mom. Let's see what the mods say. Kit notes that this is the first time we have seen Dustin's mom. He makes fun of her for having the vibe of of the eccentric medium Tangina from Poltergeist. Or is it Tangina? I can't remember.
Definitely. It's certainly not Tangina.
I don't know. I watched that movie a couple weeks ago. It could be Tangina.
You just watched it a couple weeks ago and can't remember if it's Tangina or Tangina.
I don't even remember if they say her fucking name in that episode.
It's a movie.
This house is clear.
That's awful.
Clip 3.
Poor little homie can't write.
she gave him a D.
She's trying to help him out.
He gave her the D. Just giving it right back.
Give it right back. Such low hanging fruit, man.
So nobody can write.
Amateur. This is Steve.
Oh, that's right, because Steve has his paper.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's 100%. I agree. Andy, do you have anything different?
No, that's it.
All right. They say Steve is working on his college application essay, which Nancy doesn't like, and they joke she gives him a D grade. Kit says he didn't think the essay was that bad. You didn't think the essay was that bad, huh?
I got Steve's back
My man.
in real life and on the show.
My man. Number 4.
Now pack a number.
You're a bitch.
They all just say you're a bitch.
Mine did. Did your guys' not?
I love those
They
things.
got me.
So I know exactly what
I
this
know
is.
what this is. That's
Yeah.
the little thing.
Paper fortune teller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the paper fortune teller, because there's one of the kids in Mr. Clark's classes futzing around with one.
Sure. I would have
think.
not used the word futz, but yes.
They're futzing with it.
Oh,
what else do you call that when they're like
Futsin, that's a good verb.
She's not playing with anyone. She's just playing it with like she's there.
Tinkering.
She's tinkering.
Fiddling.
Fiddling. Fussing.
Futz, meaning waste time, idle or busy oneself aimlessly.
It's perfect.
Yeah. I know words too.
To futz.
To futz. Well, let's see if we're right. They write, this is when Max is introduced to the class and the shot pans to people not paying attention, including someone playing with the wish opener thing.
That's right.
Which is in quotes. So I assume we called it the wish opener thing.
No, we didn't.
I mean, he's got it in quotes. So I assume that was on us and he's quoting us.
I have a what's it called? An observance.
Okay.
Steve's vocabulary is Andy's palate.
Terrible?
No.
I'm into it. It's my vibe.
Steve speaks like bagels and soup. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like he says futz,
Oh, I'm an old man.
futz.
Fuddy-duddy.
He says glom a lot.
Glom is a good.
What's that other word we all argued about forever that Steve said? And we were like, what? It was a big thing on one of our episodes. Anyway, he does it a lot. It's a good thing.
I just have old people lingo.
Yeah, you talk like an old person and Andy eats like one.
Well, I'm just glad I have
Bagels and
friends.
soup is incredible.
And I fuck like one.
Yeah, I fuck like bagels and soup. You know?
Lots of cream cheese.
Listen, I'm just happy I've got friends to do a podcast about the talkies with.
That's right.
All right, number 5.
You know, they know that you know, and they're dragging it out with the long take, just teasing your balls. You know what I mean?
Teasing
just
your
letting
balls.
the air from your fingers caress them before they're going to get a full grab. And I took that metaphor too far, and I apologize, but I stand by the meaning.
So a long take.
That's fair. Sorry, I was just still
They
picturing.
know that you know.
No, it's some kind of long take. Who knows, man? I be noticing shit sometimes that ain't real.
Is it the long take at the very end when they don't quite reveal that Eleven's there?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be it.
And she pops up and talks to Hopper at the very end of the episode? Could be that, or could it be a different shot altogether?
No, because it's secret knocks, and then there's a half-eaten Eggo, and hey, what did we talk about? And then she comes out, and she got the cute curly hair.
Late.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right, let's see what it is. This is referring to the drawing out of the reintroduction of 11. So we were right, baby. And Kit, for the audio listeners, is mimicking a facehugger crawling upside down on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That was so great.
Amazing.
Thank you to our mods who put so much effort in to bring that segment to us. But now it's time to do the will call. No, none of that. We have to finish out this MadLib. It's called MADMAX. Let's see the story that Steve and Andy created. Are you two ready?
Yes.
I guess.
Here it is, MADMAX. Up until a few garters ago, Mike, Lindsay Lohan, Dustin, and Michael J. Fox thought they ruled the arcade. That was until Indecisive Max came to town. Now she holds the highest score, 11 points to be exact, in some of Dustin's top games. So this Max must be a stanky nerd then, right? Wrong. She's the new drill at Hawkins Middle Hell. Max moved all the way from Grotesque, California to Hawkins with her paddle of a stepbrother, Billy, and is definitely a platypus out of water in this small town.
Eggs?
Billy may easily attract the popular crowd with his sleepy looks, tight capris, and cool scooter. But Max...
Look at this scooter.
But Max prefers to lie low, sticking to her wheels of choice, a skateball gag. You can catch her slurping around town.
Oh no.
Colonial puce hair blowing in the wind and riding solo. If you're reading this, Lucas and Dustin, solo is the horny word. Stalkers.
What? What is that last sentence?
I think it means if you're reading this, like the note you threw in the trash, solo is the horny word. Stalkers. You guys did it. What you fucking asking me for? Anyways, I didn't have anything to do with that. Good job, guys.
Thanks.
Man.
That was our Mad Lib for this week. Tune in next week.
I just love that Lindsay Lohan and Michael J. Fox are in the arcade together. I'm happy for them.
They used to be. They thought they ruled the arcade.
Now they don't.
They don't anymore now that Indecisive Max came to town. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll have plenty more of season 2 coming soon. We've got 8 more episodes.
Yeah.
So tune in. Make sure to rate and review the show wherever you're listening. That's so helpful. Tons of extra content over there on the Patreon at patreon.com/streaming things. If you're watching these, or if you're listening to this, you can watch video versions on our YouTube channel, and you can email the show at streamingthingspod@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. That's all the time we have for right now. My name is Kit.
Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things, streaming Stranger Things.
Happy streaming.